I want to talk about the Tampa Bay Rays and their relocation situation, relocating to Steinbrenner Field, where they're getting ready for a season played at a spring training facility. We are approximately 14 days away from a deadline where Tampa and the ownership of the Rays, Stu Sternberg, will have to disclose whether he's going to go forward with the St. Petersburg Stadium. Last week, he blew the surprise. He went public saying, we're done with St. Petersburg. March 31st is the actual date that sets off the next set of circumstances. March 31st is the deadline. It has nothing to do with a press release. It has nothing to do with a call to the mayor. It has to be a legal document. You have to inform people in the deal, the city, the county, that you will not be fulfilling your side of the obligation. There is a cure period. Then there is a damage assessment. Then there is a what's next. Look for more announcements after March 31st with what's going to happen in Tampa, because the commissioner is not going to take this sitting down. But then this weekend, there was another leak, another purposeful leak. It turns out that the Tampa Bay Rays have, quote, floated the concept of a major renovation of Tropicana Field beyond just repairing the shredded roof. And there was a deal put on the table that the Tampa Bay Rays ownership would put in $200 million into the refurbishment if the public would put $200 million in, and they would stay at the Trop. With that extra $400 million renovation, they would agree, the Rays, to a 10-year lease extension. I want to make sure you get this right because it's a winner. The deal is that the current lease ends in 2028. We'll put in $200 million, you put in $200 million, and we'll stay for an extra 10 years. So all of the renovations will only get to amortize over 10 years, not over 15 years or 25 years or 30-year extended lease. So all of the money that gets capitalized and all of the effort that's put in to what becomes a more major renovation, which surely is done to add more revenue-generating areas for the Rays, to make it more up-to-date, make the roof better, whatever the case may be, make it retractable, whatever the case may be. We want that so badly, the Rays said to the public entity, that we'll give you 10 extra years. Why am I laughing? I'm laughing because it's preposterous. You do not do a major renovation upgrade to an existing stadium in return for agreeing to a 10-year extension. There is no public entity in the country, nay, in the world, that would agree to only 10 extra years in return for them putting money into a renovation. Just doesn't work that way. This is a total PR attempt by the Rays to make Hillsborough and Pinellas and the mayor, Welsh, the whole package. It's an effort to make them look like, hey, we're solutions-based people. We are Wall Street brains. We are trying to find a way. How about if we split time with Montreal and build 2 stadiums and not one? Look at us. We can do derivatives like nobody's business. We are the brains. We're not going to get voted out first. Why don't you put in 200? I'll put in 200 and we'll just kick the can for 10 years. Done, done. The reason why that it is not going to happen is that Major League Baseball is desperate to get Tampa figured out because they want to do extension and expansion. They want to get to 32 teams. Owners want expansion because they want 1/30 of all the expansion fees. Tampa thinks, hey, owners are pretty stupid, aren't they? We'll snow them. We'll take the 10-year extension and we'll pretend the issue's solved. Then there'll be expansion. And we, as the Tampa Bay Rays, will get an expansion fee that is likely to help defray half of all of the expense of what we're putting in to refurbish the Trop. You don't think for a minute that Tampa Bay is expecting more local revenue to help go against the cost of the rehab of the stadium, do you? And you think Major League Baseball is going to fall for this when they look across at Miami, who had a new ballpark in 2012, which seems like yesterday, and now 13 years later, Miami has serious issues because of their local revenue. Everything that I thought would happen has not happened. The reality is that baseball understands they cannot kick the can with the Tampa situation. They cannot do a refurb of the Trop. There either has to be a new ballpark in Tampa, which may have been the plan all the time. There has to be a brand new ballpark with development in St. Petersburg to take advantage of that burgeoning, according to themselves, area. But having the 65 acres of concrete surrounding the Trop that only is looking better because $400 million was put in is not going to happen.